I'm feeling really lucky today. Can we get a hand for Pervert Road here? If they throw enough loonies at me tonight, I might wind up in my birthday suit. Now, does anybody out there ever feel like they've lost something from their childhood? I got a call when I was a kid from a friend of mine. He said, Ryan, we're going to try meth out today. Just once. We're going to try just the once. I said, I can't do it. The last time my dad smoked meth, he said he was going to be back in 15 minutes. 3 weeks later, he came back with a tongue ring and a full-length back tattoo of a Mountain Crest beer can. He's like, why Mountain Crest? It's that good beer. We were having our father-son drug talk, and my dad told me, Ryan, if I ever catch you doing cocaine, I'm going to kick your ass. The stuff we had when I was your age was pure. It was fun. It couldn't hurt you. It was a good time. Nowadays, the stuff you're getting on the street, I'm like 13 at the time, it's been stepped on 10,000 times. What do you mean, Dad? Are they hiding their drugs under the Stairmaster? He's like, no, son. Stepped on means they put baking soda, speed, and a little bit of Clorox in with the cocaine so they can make more money off it. If you really want a good drug, it's prescribed by your doctors. My dad was crazy addicted to Oxycontin. He was so addicted, he'd jump off the ladder at work just to get some free drugs. As soon as he'd get all healed up again, he'd be back at work, same ladder, and jump off of it again. Repeats the cycle. He said, Oxycontin is so good, son. Hold on a second. I gotta go to the bathroom. Goes into the bathroom. I thought he was blowing his nose when I was 13. Comes back like 5 minutes later. Were we having our father-son sex talk? I said, no, Father. Oh, well, my Cialis must be kicking in on its own then. Yeah, the doctor has prescribed it for me to keep me from falling off the ladders. And it's a good thing he was my real father and not a priest. Because then I would have found out the hard way of why you never ask a father what Cialis does. Little hands, little hands. So I wanted to get away from the drug. I wanted to just put it behind me. My dad was a perfect role model for what I didn't want to do. I want to make a difference. I'm going to be a cop. Yeah, I'm going to be a cop. But as I got a little bit older, a little bit wiser, I realized I wanted to be a movie cop. I mean, there's only one thing that separates us from a cop. They got guns and they got a badge. And in the movie, you'd think the thing was made out of Cialis. They keep it in their pants. It's hard to not take it out of your pants. And they never miss. It took me one shot with a shotgun to realize I'm horrified of guns. I had my shotgun, right? Uncle Jerry rigged me up out in the field. He said, all you gotta do is point at the can and shoot. I went cop mode. I'm like, this is it. This is first step. I'm halfway there. I got my gun. I read the candidate's rights. Freeze! Police! You have the right to remain silent! And, now it's time to die! Ow! I can't even remember if I hit it or not. The recoil was so hard, it hit my arm, and the whole right side of my body went numb. Like whipping around. your leg. Did you shoot yourself in the leg? Like, no, it's my arm! Oh, I'm never shooting a gun again! I hate this! And what horrifies me even more is if I'm a cop, I gotta take the thing that horrifies me the most and point it at me in a holster, and the trigger's out so some crackhead can jump out and just start pulling it buckshot at me. Like, ah, this ain't a crack pipe, that's my leg! Then you get your badge. You got your gun right here. You get your badge, and you're invincible once you've got that thing. You give it to Tom Cruise, Jason Statham, Sylvester Stallone. These guys are all like 5'9". I'm 6'3". I gotta be even more invincible once I get that badge. You see like 5 guys kicking one guy's ass. I'm gonna help him out. Push, 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 push. I got a badge. I'm a cop. Pow! I had an opportunity to see what happens in real life. I was down on White Ave, fight breaks out, and some guy stands up from the back. He's like, listen people, I'm an off-duty cop, I'm a black belt, step aside, I can handle this. It was like Moses parting the Red Sea, everybody let him in. He got his ass kicked. There was no extra help with that badge. So I realized, you know what, maybe being a cop isn't such a good idea. But I got a chance to use my detective skills. My brother and I, we were going for Easter dinner at Dad's place. And we were just expecting normal, everyday dinner. We get there, and Dad's like, come in, sons. Except you might need to walk on water to get in. I'm using my detective skills. I don't smell turkey in the oven. I look at my brother and he's like, what the fuck? Seriously, that's what he says, like, what the fuck? And he doesn't swear very often. We get to the living room and our dad's kind of sitting there. It's like the final scene in Scarface. Yeah. The entire coffee table is covered in prescription pill containers. Just a mountain of it. I'm like, Dad! Where did you get all these drugs? It looks like you're starting your own scissor label. And you gotta understand, when you're on Oxycontin, you think yourself, you're invincible. Everybody around you is like, this guy just walk off the Walking Dead set? I feel awesome. He's like, what is going on here? I've visited the doctors, all the doctors. I gathered he went to all the doctors around the city and got the same prescription from all of them. He's like, watch me turn these pills into powder. So my brother and I, we go up to her on the side, we're like, okay, team huddle here. I think he's so high on Oxy, he thinks he's Jesus Christ. It's time, man, we gotta do it. You remember Intervention Season 2? My brother's really lazy. He's like, not today, Ryan. Let's do it tomorrow. No, we gotta do it today. It'll be like a surprise. Just on 3. 1, 2, 3. Intervention! Alright, Dad. It's time for rehab. He's like, yes. Stab. Stab. Stab my hands with nails. I said, no, Dad. Rehab. I don't need rehab. I am a higher power. I'm Jesus Christ. From there, I went from good cop to bad cop. I blacked out. I couldn't take it anymore. I said, Dad, you're not Jesus. You're not a cop and you're not Jesus. You have 2 decisions to make. 2 choices. It's either me or the drugs. Me or the drugs. One of those words really hit him hard because it just stopped cold turkey. I checked his pulse. You still alive? Okay, you're still alive. I'm just gonna leave you with that. I'll be back tomorrow. So I left. It was heavy. I know it was heavy. I might have been a little too harsh with him. I wouldn't want to give up, drugs for somebody if I really loved them. So I come back next day, and he's nowhere to be found. He disappeared. I'm like, Dad? It's like it's 28 days later in the house. Hello? Dad, we searched high and low. The only thing left was a letter he left on the kitchen table. I still have that letter today. I'm going to read it to you right now. I've never shared this with anybody before. Ryan, I'm very disappointed in you. I thought I taught you better than to ruin a perfectly good high. I chose the drugs. I chose the drugs, Ryan. I'm going to Saskatchewan, where the Rough Rider family will accept me for the guy that just wants to get high.